Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liam and today I'm back with a video I'm actually really excited about recording. Today we're going to be talking about learning a language through music. I feel like a lot of people actually don't realise how much listening to music can help in learning a language. For example, I think people think that when listening to music to learn a language, it just literally means listening to the song and then singing along to the lyrics and that's it. Well, yes, that is what most people do. However, listening to music can actually really improve all aspects of language learning, all four key components. It can improve your writing skills, it can improve your reading skills, listening skills, and speaking skills all at the same time. And in this video, I want to explain how. First of all, I want to explain actually why listening to music can be effective for language learning. And there are so many reasons for this, but the main reason is because of motivation. And because music is something that the majority of us enjoy. Well, psychologically, when we're doing something we enjoy, we tend to do it better. And the same concept applies for learning. When we're learning something we enjoy, we learn it better, we feel more focused, we feel more concentrated, we have a lot more dedication to what we're doing because we're enjoying it. And because music has these like catchy rhythms and melodies and stuff, it can make us feel a lot more energized and a lot more motivated to learn because music is something which makes us feel happy, makes us feel better in ourselves. So when you mix something which you're enjoying into some tedious thing, or maybe language learning may be tedious for some people, if you integrate music into that, it can make your language learning experience a lot more enjoyable. Not only that, music is also perfect for memorization. Because of the catchy tunes, they can get stuck in our head, and when they're stuck in our head, it's so annoying because we can't get rid of them. However, that's really good if it's in a foreign language, because then we're constantly thinking in that foreign language, and it's constantly improving how we think, our cognitive abilities in a foreign language. And also the amount of repetition which is involved in music makes it a lot easier to memorize words as well. Because when it's constantly being repeated in the chorus or once you finish the song and then it's stuck in your head, the amount of repetition you're getting is so effective. And also, when we like a song, we generally listen to it again. And the more we listen to it, the more repetition we're getting. It means it's easier to memorize it. And it just basically improves our overall language learning abilities. So listening to music is super effective, it's super engaging, and it's really fun. And that's why I'm so passionate about it, because language learning has really helped me to learn so many languages. In fact, I principally learned Italian just through music. So it really helps. And in this video, I want to explain how you can make the most of listening to music to learn a language. The first thing you're going to want to do is choose the right song. And when you're trying to choose the right song, I would recommend trying to choose a song which suits your language level. Maybe you can make it even a little bit more challenging, but try not to make it too challenging. If you're a beginner in a language, for example, try to choose a song which is really slow, where the words are pronounced clearly, because this is going to make it feel a lot more comfortable when you're trying to learn the lyrics or when you're trying to sing along to the song. If, for example, you're a beginner in the language and then you choose one of your favourite songs, which could be a rap song, when you're listening to rap, then you're being fired with like 1 billion words a second, and that's just going to stress you out. You're not going to be able to learn anything with that. When you're trying to read along to the lyrics, they're all going so fast on the screen that's just going to make it more stressful. So I would recommend, even if you're quite an advanced learner, rap can be kind of difficult to understand. So if you choose a song which you're comfortable with, which you know you will be capable of understanding, it's going to be a lot better. But also choose a song you enjoy. Because like I mentioned earlier, when we're doing something we enjoy, we do it better. So if you choose a song you enjoy listening to, or a song which you like, then you're going to learn it a lot better. You're going to feel more motivated to learn it. So for example, if you're into like modern pop music, then listening to a song from 100 years ago, yeah, it might be slow, but it may demotivate you. You may not feel so motivated to learn it because you don't actually enjoy the song. So it's good to find a balance. Find a song which is slow, but also a song which you enjoy. Also, I recommend listening to different genres and styles of music, because that will expose you to a lot more vocabulary. It will expose you to new accents and new pronunciations, new idiomatic expressions, and all of that stuff. So if you listen to a different type of music rather than sticking to the same genre and the same artist all the time, then you're going to expose yourself to a lot more new words than you would do if you were just staying and listening to the same song or the same type of song over and over again. Once you've chosen the song you want to listen to, then start by listening to it first without the lyrics. Start by listening to the song without looking at the lyrics. Listen to it several times and just try to get a feel for the language, to get a feel for the intonation, the pronunciation, the speed, and basically how the singer is singing and pronouncing every single word. If you don't understand specific words, forget that for now. Just try to focus on the pronunciation of the words. Try to listen to the song several times as well, because it could be that the second time you listen to it or the third time, the more words you understand than the first time. Then, once you've familiarized yourself a bit more with the song, start reading the lyrics. Just read the lyrics through, try to read them along at the same speed as the singer is singing, and just try to understand exactly how each sound, each vowel is pronounced, each consonant is pronounced. The main thing is, when you start listening to the song, is that you get used to the pronunciation, you get used to the sounds. This is the most important thing to start with. Afterwards, after fully familiarizing yourself with the pronunciation of the language and the intonation and all the sounds in the song, then start reading the lyrics in detail. Then you can start highlighting all the words you don't know and even try to translate as much as you can of the text without using assistance. After getting familiarized with the song, you can then move on to the next step, which is building vocabulary. First things first, you're going to need a vocabulary notebook. This is where you're going to organize all the words and write down all the unknown words which you didn't recognize in the song. This can be something like a physical book which you have, or it can be done digitally on your computer or on your phone. Just somewhere where you can write down the words which you don't know in the song. When you're writing down the list of words, don't just write down an extensive list which means nothing to you. Like, don't write down the list of the words and then their translation and then call that done. Because it would be useful if you would then write the lyrics which you found it in next to the word itself, so that you have more of an idea of how the word is used in context. When we're learning words, it's crucial to be able to understand them in context instead of just knowing the word with its translation and nothing else. Because if we know them in context, then we actually know how that word is used in everyday conversation. And this can be extremely useful and ensures that we know how to use the word while we're speaking, while we're building our own sentences, and then it saves us from that embarrassment or awkwardness of when we're in a conversation, then we use the word and then it turns out it is the right word, but we've used it in completely the wrong context, and then we have to explain what we actually meant to say. So if you learn a word in context, it will help you understand better how to actually use that word in a sentence, and it will just save you from that embarrassment. At this point, you've probably already done so much with one word that you'll be able to memorize it a lot easier. However, if you still want to continue and practice even more, then you can try writing your own example sentences including that word. Or, for example, you can try and write your own paragraph or two, or a whole text, with using all the words, or as many words as you can from the song which you didn't know. Try and using them in your own story or in your own text or whatever. This will enhance your writing skills. So if you've got a whole bunch of words and then you really want to improve your writing skills at the same time, try and use all the words you didn't know in a text. Just write from the top of your head. Don't bother about the quality of the writing or even if it makes sense. Just practice writing. This will help you feel more natural when speaking the language, and it will help you get used to how the words are better used in context. Also remember to regularly revise words. The more you revise the words, the more you're likely to learn them and the more you remember them. So you can create flashcards with the words or just regularly review your vocabulary notebook, and then, that will just help you remember the words better. After learning all the words from your chosen song, it's time to focus on the grammar. Sometimes songs can use quite unique grammatical structures which can be hard to understand. So when you're studying the grammar of the song, highlight all the grammar rules you don't recognize, or all the unusual sentence structure, verb conjugations, or just the unusual word order which you don't understand. Highlight that by making it stand out from the highlighted vocabulary. Songs are also hard to translate or fully understand because they're often full of idiomatic expressions where the literal translation simply doesn't make any sense. Highlight these words too and then look them up. These could just be like idioms, proverbs, or just simply artistic choice of words, where you translate it into your native language literally, it just doesn't make any sense. Once again, after studying the grammar, then you can practice your writing skills once again by writing down in your own, using your own sentences, using the grammar you've just learned, and maybe also incorporating the words which you've just learned from the song. You're then combining grammar, and you're then combining new grammar rules and new vocabulary into your writing, which already you've learned so much from just one song. Okay, now we're getting to pronunciation. To practice pronunciation, try singing along to the song. I mean, I know that not all of us can sing. I can't sing either. However, even just mumbling along to the lyrics or humming or singing under your breath is going to get you more used to the intonation and the pronunciation of the words in the song. If you're feeling confident enough, you can even try recording yourself, and this is going to be really effective. It may be like the most cringe-worthy thing you've ever listened to in your life. I mean, at least in my case it would be, because I really cannot sing. So even if you can't sing, you can still record yourself. You may then end up like hating your own voice forever afterwards. However, you can then compare your own pronunciation, not your singing skills, but you can compare your pronunciation to the pronunciation of the singer and see how well you're pronouncing each word. Then after that, you know which specific sounds you need to focus on and which specific sounds or which words you need to improve, so that for the next time you can try pronouncing these words again, comparing yourself to the singer again and seeing how well you improve. Recording yourself is going to be one of the best ways to see if you actually have the native pronunciation or how native you sound in your accent. These are all the main tips you can follow to learn a language through music effectively. There are a few more tips, however I don't want this video to get too long, so I'm going to write them in the description of this video for some extra challenges or for some extra tips or advice. You can look in the description of this video to be able to receive them. Learning a language through music is, like I said, a really fun and engaging way to learn a language. So if you're getting a bit bored of learning a language or just need that extra boost of motivation, I can really recommend listening to it through music, as it's one of the best ways to learn a language through immersion, through fun, and I just love learning a language through music. It really, really helps me. In my next video, I'll be talking about learning a language through films and series, which is a similar topic to this video and can also be really fun to improve your language learning skills. For now, if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel, give this video a like and share it if you found it useful, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios.